Hey everyone, it's Bernicia, aka Kanyaflybug, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're old here, welcome back. Please take this time to like, share, and subscribe, and let's get right into this video. Hey you guys, thank you for watching. So if you like this content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And continue watching to see how I transfer from this to this. Alright, so good morning everyone. So what I'm going to do is do just a couple of little looks for you guys. One is going to be a Roman Empress type thing, and it's a costume I've used in the past, but you know, oldie but goodie. It's one of my favorites. I've gained some weight since the last time I wore it, but you know, here we are. And I watched Rocky Horror Picture Show the other day, and so I was like, ooh, I'm gonna try something like that. So here we go. So we're gonna do the Roman Empress first. So yeah, here we go. I figured that while I'm doing this, I can just kind of talk, since this is for Halloween, that I can, you know, talk about some experiences that I've had personally, some kind of nonsensical, weird things that have happened to me. They're not in chronological order, they're just things that I remember as a child, and they've always kind of puzzled me, and I never kind of knew why, like, things just kind of, like, happened to me, per se, but, you know, so, when I was, again, this is not in chronological order, I can't tell you dates or anything like that, because I was a kid, I wasn't keeping track of that kind of stuff, I wasn't keeping dates or anything, so I couldn't really tell you when exactly. I can just tell you, like, an approximation of, like, what age I was when, you know, ish was going down. But I would say I was about 7 or 8, and I had I was getting ready for school, and in our apartment there was, what is that? Maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. In our apartment there was, you walk in, when you walk in, there's like, it was like is it a duplex? I don't know what, basically there was an apartment upstairs, and there were stairs that led up to that apartment, and then our door was right here. So when you walk into the door, there was a big glass mirror on the side right there. Sometimes my mom would, like, move our dining table right there, and sometimes she would move it, and there would just be some chairs there, or, you know, something of this sort, because we always had someone in our house, like, all the time. So, this particular day, it was fairly early in the morning, and I was getting ready for school, and we heard this noise, and I turned around. I was the only one in the living room at that point. My brother was in his room, my mom was in the bathroom or in her room or something like that, and I was standing by this glass, or this mirror, I mean, and I thought my mom had came out, because I was talking to her. She had asked me to get breakfast or something, I don't remember, but I was talking to her, and I was facing this direction, and the mirror is, like, right here. So I was facing this direction, I had, like, my backpack or something like that, and I was doing something, and she was like, she was telling me to get breakfast or something, and I was like, well, I was responding to her, and I backed up, and I bumped into something, and I thought it was her. So I turned around, and there was literally the ghost of this little girl. Like, I saw her face, I saw her image, and she opened her mouth like she was saying something. I don't know what she was saying, but she opened her mouth and then she was gone. And I was like, and so I went, and I went running into the room. And my mom was like, girl, what's wrong with you? And I was like, there's a ghost. She was like, girl, there ain't no damn ghost. She didn't believe me. But I bumped right into her. Like I said, she was solid, and then she was not, and then she was gone. And I was like, this is, as a child, I wasn't like, oh, this is some bullshit. But as an adult, had that happened to me as an adult, I've been like, this is some bullshit. I'm out. I am out. It's kind of hard to explain these types of things to Matt because he doesn't believe in ghosts. So he doesn't believe in like the paranormal and stuff like that. And so it's like, okay, well, until it happens to you, and then you're like, I'm just waiting. And lately, and I don't know what this is about, but lately, we've been hearing a lot of weird sounds in the house, and it's freaking me out. I'm pretty sure some of those sounds are literally like the Catwalks, but still, I'm like, yeah, no, can you not? I don't do the whole, like, up in my house thing, you know. I'm all down for, like, you know, going to like the Stanley Hotel or something like that, but not up in my own crib. No, I'm good. I am totally good on that. There's like, I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a little hair bugging me. It's been bugging me since I got this damn brush. Probably not the right brush to use. I'll use this one instead. See if I can blend it like that. I like this one better. It seems to do more of what it's supposed to do. So, blending brush after all, I believe. Anyway, there was a time when I was about, I'd say 13. Well, actually, let me go back. So from the time that we moved in, we had a little friend in the closet. And I don't mean like a homosexual friend, I mean a ghost in the closet. So we found out the hard way that it would come out if you left the closet open. If you went into the bathroom, especially the bathroom, if you went into the bathroom and the closet door was open, even a little bit, it would go into the bathroom with you. And I'm pretty sure I've probably said this story before, but there was this one time that my best friend was over and she had to go to the bathroom, and I asked her, I told her, you know, make sure that the closet door is closed. And obviously she did not do that. So she's in the bathroom, and sometimes if you did not close it properly, or just close it, it would turn on water, it would flush the toilet, and so this one particular time, my best friend had went into the bathroom, and she said she closed up, she said she closed the, she had closed that closet door, but when I looked down the hallway, it was cracked. So I think she just like closed it and it bounced back, so it didn't actually like close. She didn't like it very much. So she goes into the bathroom and she's doing her business, and she's standing there, she's looking in the mirror, she had told me, and the water turned on by itself. And I wasn't in the bathroom, I was in the living room, but then all I see is her and hair, because at the time she had really, really long hair and it was like down past her butt. So she comes flying down the hallway, and she's just like, her eyes are this big, and she's just like, oh my god, and I'm like, what's happening? And she was like, it turned on the water, it turned on the water. And I was like, did you close? Well, I see you haven't closed you haven't closed the door. And she was like, I did. And I'm like, well, it's open, so obviously you did not. But I thought that was fairly entertaining. Let's see. Another instance was, I believe, and I didn't actually do any research on this, and I'll actually have to like look and see if I'm correct, because I have a feeling, but I haven't actually like done the research. These are just my experiences. So we lived downstairs, and one of my sisters lived upstairs with her two daughters, and one is Kai Kai's mom. So she lived upstairs with Jahela and Maddie, and in her apartment there was a little beast. I didn't believe it at first, because really, but come to find out, one day I was up there, and she described it to me, but I never really, I didn't believe her, even after seeing the little ghost thing. I think I just kind of like got a little numb to that kind of stuff growing up, because it happened like all the time. So she told me that her little beast was a little winged thing with horns. And I was like, so wait, so does it fly? And she was like, no, it just literally, it like zooms here and everywhere. And she said it didn't seem malevolent, but it was just always playing in the living room. And again, I didn't really believe her. I was just like, okay. She had asked me to babysit. And so I was upstairs babysitting, and after I had put the kids to bed, excuse me, I completely forgot. Anyway, so after I put the kids to bed, I completely forgot about this ghost that she was talking about. So I'm upstairs watching TV, and she's at work. I mean, my mom was gone. I think she went to Central City or something, and my other sister was with her. So, I mean, I couldn't leave them, so I had to stay. And so this one evening when I was babysitting, I just so happened to, I was sitting there watching something, and I don't remember what it was, but it just kind of like, I started seeing these, like out of the corner of my eye, I started to see these little like wisps of like streaks, and then it's gone. And I was like, am I crazy? So I turned on the light, because or more light, because I had the light on, but I turned on more light. And I was just kind of like, my eyes are deceiving me, or like a car is driving by and like the light is like reflecting or something like that. So I turned on more light, and thinking that would help. It did not. It just got worse. So again, I didn't feel like the little thing was like bad or evil or anything, but it was dark, and I was sitting there, and I was like, let me just make sure I'm not fucking crazy. So I sat there and I didn't move for like 5 minutes, and I saw it, and it scared the shit out of me. So I'm sitting there, and it literally, I'm sitting in the chair, because she had this big chair that like sat right in front of the TV. She had a big chair, and then she had like a little sofa, and then she had another little chair. And I'm sitting in the one right here that's next to the kitchen, where all the light is. And so it stops right in front of the TV. And I'm like, holy shit. And I didn't look at it. Because I don't know what it was. Whenever you like went to look at it, then it would dart away. And so I'm looking at the TV, and I see it, and it like runs up, and it's like a little fat, I don't know, it's, okay. It's about this big. You guys have seen the size of my cat, okay? It's about this big, and it's about this wide, and it's chubby. It has a little tail it's like a little wiry tail. It's thin with a little like tuft of hair on the end of it. It does have horns, and it's got like a little chubby face, and the eyes were black, and it was like a brownish color. I don't know. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh, and I'm thinking to myself, I mean, of course, I think I was saying holy crap, but now I'd be like, holy shit. But I was like, holy crap. And I'm like, so I started praying, because I didn't know what else to do, because I was scared shitless. And it was like, it like smiled at me and tittered away. And then it was gone. And so I was like, oh my God. So I got up because I was like, well, if I see it, hopefully, I mean, because again, I didn't feel that it was like evil or anything like that, but I was like, let me go check these kids anyway, just in case, because that's all I need. That's all I need. No. So I went and checked on the kids, and the kids were fine. So I was like, oh, whew. But again, it scared the shit out of me. I was like, wow. So when my sister got home, I told her what happened, and she was like, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Told you. I told you there was something in my house. Nobody wants to believe me. And I was like, this is not cool beans. This is not cool beans at all. Not at all. Let's see. Another time. So when I was a preteen, I believe it was like a preteen, or maybe I was like maybe 13. Maybe I just turned into a teen. For years we had heard, like, around a certain time of the evening, and I would usually hear it first. And if somebody else heard it first, nobody ever informed me, because I was always the one that pointed out. But there was this is where I feel like there was a murder or something in our apartment, or in my sister's apartment upstairs, because around this certain time of the evening, and it wasn't every day, it was like a Friday or Saturday, one of those evenings. It was an evening where I didn't have to go to school the next day. I remember that. So it was either a Friday or a Saturday night. And so you would hear a man shouting, and you're like, what? And it would stop you in your tracks, because it's like, it sounds like it's muffled, but it's like it's next door, if that makes sense. And at the time, there were, I mean, of course there were, men in other apartments, but you couldn't really hear what was going on in other people's apartments. But it was loud. It was loud. And there was a man screaming, and you would always hear him say, shut up! Shut up! And then you would hear, shut up, you bitch! Shut up! And there would be a woman crying following that, and she's just boo-hooing. And then you would hear a baby crying. And then you would go upstairs, and it would stop. It was the weirdest thing. And you come back downstairs, and then it would be calm for a little while, and then you would hear it all over again. Shut up, you bitch, shut up. And you'd hear her going, no, no. And then you'd hear the baby cry. So that freaked me out for years. And so I'm actually, I will have to do some investigation, because I'm pretty sure somebody passed away upstairs in my sister's apartment. Before my sister moved over my mom, let me see if I have this right. Yes. Before my sister Pam moved over my mom, she used to live with our sister Sandra. And one day, my mom had to go to their house, and she had to take a shower for some reason. And I don't remember why. I don't know if she was just there, or if ours was broken and she had to get to work, or she just wanted to shower. I don't really know. But both my mom, well, they actually lived in 2 doors away. So before my sister lived with her, she lived with my other sister. And then when she moved out, then my sister got like animals or something like that. But when they lived together, they were there, and my mom went over there to take a shower, and they had told my mom that there was a ghost. And I don't know why our family was just like haunted by ghosts for like, I don't know how long, and I don't know why, but it was like me and our sister Sandra well, actually all of the girls. I don't know about my brother. I don't think he ever complained about seeing anything paranormal, but all three of us girls, we were like haunted with like ghostly shit like all the time. And I don't know what that was about, but I don't know. My mom experienced it, but she wasn't like, oh, there's a ghost. It was all three of us going, there's a ghost. Hey. I never believed it until it happened to them. Anyway, so my mom was at her house and was taking a shower, and they would explain to my mom that this certain ghost, and it was a male, I'm pretty sure it was a male, I'm pretty sure they knew it was a male too. They said that he has a tendency to get in the shower with you, so close the door. So my mom, not thinking, and because she's like, I'm here alone, I don't need to close the door. And I'm pretty sure because my mom is my mom and she's small, she probably forgot anyway and was just like, I'm just gonna get in here, I'm by myself. So, I mean, because at home, if nobody's around, she's, you know, she's gonna shower. She doesn't need to close the door. It's not like she needs to worry about somebody running up on her because she's home alone. So, that's what she did there. And so, my sister had gotten home from her work or from visiting a boyfriend or whatever it was. And, she knocked on the door and informed my mom that she was there. And so she was like, all right, well, I'll be out in a minute. And so she was like, okay. And so my sister was in the living room making herself, or in the kitchen or something, making herself something to eat, she said. And she heard my mom say, holy shit! And then here comes my mom flying out of the bathroom, naked with a towel and soap all on her. And so my other sister is going, what the? So my mom, she just starts laughing at her. And she's like, what you laughing at? And she was like, what happened, Mom? And so my mom proceeds to tell her that she said she was in the shower and she said she felt cold all of a sudden. And then something touched her. And she turned around and nothing was there. And then something touched her again and it was cold. And she said, oh, hell to the no. So my mom flew out of there so quick. And so all my sister could do was laugh at her because she had told her, she said, I warned you, Mom, why didn't you close the door? She was like, because I didn't feel like I needed to. This is some bullshit. I mean, I can find some humor in it now, but at the time when it was happening, you know, I was kind of scared shitless. I was like, oh. So I was like, if they're just like popping off during the day and stuff, what exactly does that mean? I feel like I need a little bit more. So I don't need a whole lot. Just gold. Where did that gold go? I need it back. Let's see. Memory serves. Oh, this is a good one. So my sister, one of my sisters, I got so many, she had her boyfriend over at the time, and she was telling us about this later on after the fact. She said that she had her boyfriend over, or her boyfriend had came by, and so, but he didn't hear her say that. He thought she was still in bed with him. And so she said that he told her that he rolled over because literally he felt a boop in the bed. And so he was like, what the hell? So he rolls over because he's like, what are you doing? And he turns around and no one was there. So he looks down and there's an impression in the bed. And then the impression ascends. And so he's like, oh shit! So he goes flying out of the room and she's like, what is happening? And he's like, she describes it a lot better, but she's just like, and she's like, what is going on? And he's like, how long have you been in here? And she's like, a while. I told you I was coming to make us something to eat. And he was like, I didn't know, because there's something in there. There's something in the fucking bed with me. And so she just started laughing. I mean, as you can see, it's a recurring thing that we're just used to it at this point. We're just like, I told you, you don't believe me. What am I supposed to do? So, it actually went on fairly easy. have to pull my eyeball like I usually do, like over and over again. It just kind of like went on. Now this one is gonna be a bit much. Alright, I think the makeup is done for this one, and so now I'm gonna put on my outfit. Alright, so I needed help getting the thing done in the back, and I asked Matt to do this, but he was like, I'm gonna stab you to death and you're gonna bleed out and die. And I'm like, really? So he didn't do it for me. So now I have to figure out how to do it myself. Without killing myself. Ta-da! Ta-da! Alright, that took longer time than I wanted. Alright, so, as far as my hair goes, come on, go on in there. I just tried to find some gold earrings that would, you know, be kind of cute. Come on, go on in there. Cheese and rice. My goodness, it just took forever, bloody ever, just to get in my freaking cheese and rice. All right. Oh, one thing that I did forget that I wanted to put on is mascara. What happened to it? Out of sight, out of mind. It had rolled away. So before I finish my look, I need to put on some mascara. I ain't worn this in a while either. Still, hopefully. All right, so, all right, what I'm gonna do with my hair is I'm actually gonna put on a wig because I don't feel like messing with my hair right now. I still need to wash it, and it's one of those weeks, so I probably won't wash it. What I'll do is I'll probably just deep condition it and then just style it, just so I can have that in there. So I'm gonna just use a wig, and because again I don't wear my wigs that often, I washed them, so they kind of look, you know. So, here we go. I mean, it kind of looks like my hair, right? Kind of, you know? Alright. And my hair is down there. You can't really tell the difference because it all kind of looks the same. So, what I'm going to do is, I don't want to leave my hair like this. So, because I bought some little hair clipping finally. So I have some. And I'm supposed to like put these on, but I think my arms are too fat now. Oh, just use one. I'll just use one and use the other one to put my hair up in a little bit of a little, I don't know. Especially to make it a little. What the heck is Matt doing down there? Well, actually now you can tell a little bit of a difference, but it's alright. If I can get it looking presentable, like how I want it. Idea was to kind of put this one in my hair and twist it around so it still kind of goes with the outfit, if that makes sense. I have company. I think there's a kitty. Yep, it's a kitty. So, just get this to flatten out a little bit. Alright. And I'm going to use these. I've never used them before, and I'm excited. I wanted to actually get them for, so I can decorate my hair so it doesn't look just like so plain and all the time, but here we are. Oh, what was that? Oh. Aha. All right. Ooh, these are cool. These are cool. All right. How does that look, y'all? All right, so how's that look? All right, I'm gonna do the full body, and so you guys can see how this outfit looks.